It's the Machine of Nonsense, episode 140, and we're refreshed, guys. This is the big refresh. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
Hey, hey.
Mike.
Hey.
Thomas.
Hey. How's it going?
And D.
Hello.
What a group.
Ooh,
What a
very
group.
nice.
It's a refreshed group. It's been a while since we've recorded, and we're doing the great Bracket of Nonsense refresh on this episode. If you're not familiar with the Bracket of Nonsense, I will fill you in. In June, I looked it up. In June of 2021, we embarked on a silly endeavor to bracket out the 64 best characters who have ever come to screens. And if you didn't listen to those episodes, they were quite a lot. And it's now been basically 2 years since we crowned George Costanza the winner of the initial Bracket of Nonsense. And I think it's a good time for us to take a look, maybe make some cuts, make some additions, and I don't know, maybe start the crazy endeavor over again. But we'll get to that in just a second. It's been a while since we've podcasted here, since we've recorded, and we need to get back in the saddle here. And lately we've been starting with an email. So I think we should do that. I got a fun one from a man named Rick. That's all I got. I only got the name Rick.
We're doing names now.
So yes, I ask people, if you write into machineofnonsense@gmail.com, let me know if you want your name, your email address, your screen name, whatever said on the podcast. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say we got an email, and that's it. So
Rick Springfield. Who it
yeah,
is.
it could have been. It says Rick from Springfield, actually. Yes.
Ooh.
Terrific.
Yes, I am of Springfield, is what it says.
Rick
fast
of
food.
Springfield.
I'm calling this one fast food because Rick writes, create the perfect fast food combo. This has to consist of a starter/side item, a sandwich, a dessert, and a beverage. You can mix and match any fast food restaurants in this endeavor. I don't know if he wanted all of us to come up with a four each, or all of us.
Consensus?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Each of us gets an item, and then we Voltron into
I'm gonna nominate Rally's fries.
Rally's
there's the
fries.
fry. Boom.
Interesting.
We got Rally's fries.
Is that the best fry? Is Rally's fries the best? I've only had Rally's once. It was like 25 years ago.
They're called checkers down here.
Oh, I've been to a Checkers. I've been to a Checkers as well.
They're the same?
My fry would have been McDonald's probably, so
Yeah.
kind of a boring choice.
But they're good.
Pre-tallow getting taken out of the recipe, McDonald's fries I will accept.
They used to have tallow, like
They used to use beef tallow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fries.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I still loved them. I remember that controversy.
They're still good.
In the early aughts or whenever. They were trying to get out of that Super Size Me kind of
backlash
shadow. But I still like those fries.
I found out trans fats are just as bad for you, so everything kills you.
Return to tallow.
Return.
So
I'm really into the what's it called? It's like the grilled cheese steak burrito at Taco Bell is amazing.
Oh, yo. The one that's got the cheese on the outside too?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I eat 2 of those and then I want to die. But man, those things with some Diablo. Oh boy.
Can we do not fast food chains? I mean, Zante's is kind of a fast food chain in the
It is fast food.
No.
You can get it in the drive-thru.
Rick from Springfield
has no idea what that is.
Yeah, he'll be like, "What is Zante's?"
I can
Fair
tell
enough.
you, there's no meal that I enjoy consuming more that also makes me hate myself as much as eating a gyro plate from Zante's.
100. I 100% agree. But I don't know if it works in this endeavor.
Right.
I'm a
Shout out.
big fan of Junior Bacon Cheeseburgers from Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
We're
Can we
Um,
can we just say the 4 for 4 is the perfect? Does that still exist, or is it just a 5 for 5 now or something?
It's
I
a
think it still has
five
4 for 4.
Okay.
no. It's like the $5 biggie bag. I don't see the 4 for 4 that often.
Okay. The biggie bag.
I know
legit, though, too.
I know some places still do 4 for 4, but I haven't seen it.
Shout out to our Wendy's here in Munster. There's a guy who works there who's like the nicest fucking dude ever.
Dude,
Love going there.
Very
so
pleasant.
cheerful. You might feel bad, like, yeah, you spent, $25 on yourself at Wendy's, but he doesn't care.
Hell yeah.
He makes you feel good.
Good guy. Shout out.
Does Little Caesars count?
I think Little Caesars definitely counts.
Crazy bread.
Crazy bread is a hell of a side.
Crazy bread.
I would take crazy bread over any fries. So I like that is if we're coming together for one greed.
Yeah,
thing.
we're Voltroning. We're Voltroning. Everybody, we're thinking the peak of every place, not just your favorites. The absolute peak.
My drink nomination is gonna have to be like the super fountain soda that's like Diet Coke but with cherry syrup in it.
Oh, okay.
No.
okay. But not a Diet
Get
Cherry
them-
Coke? Like
because see the thing is, Cherry Coke and Coke Zero, Diet Coke uses aspartame. Coke Zero does not. They
Right.
only make cherry Coke Zero. But if you go to one of the special machines, they just pour the Diet Coke with the cherry syrup in it.
Okay. It sounds like a lot of work. I don't.
Those
like a lot
machines
of
are
work
wild.
in my beverage.
They have them at Wendy's.
They have them at the movie theater.
They do.
So we're saying best drink is Coca-Cola Remix.
I am not saying that.
I've
saying
got
Dave's
no
fresh
opinion on
strawberry
drink
lemonade at Wendy's.
Strawberry lemonade, huh?
Sounds delicious. The only
It's the bomb. It's the bomb.
I get a Jamocha shake from Arby's. That's like
Oh, okay.
the only
I think that's
special
dessert
thing.
though. I think that.
Well,
falls-
Shamrock shake. So settled.
What does that cost at Arby's? Like $20?
Yeah, it does.
Like,
I love the fucking mozzarella sticks at Arby's. I know we went hard in the crazy bread lane, but
We're forgetting the White Castle here as well.
oh, baby.
Yeah, I was
they
gonna say
also
those
have
white-
solid
Second-
mozzarella sticks.
It's my second
I was gonna
burger
say-
choice.
Whatever we ordered after winning trivia night, like our conglomeration plate after winning trivia night at the Pioneer Tap. That's my meal.
Man, what
Right.
was that? Yeah,
Probably
that was
chicken
good.
rings, a few sliders.
We went
That's
to the
how we
wheel
always
once and got like that flaming cheese shit, but
Saganaki.
It's not.
Saganaki.
Yeah, Saganaki. There we go.
I love
Okay,
it.
Saganaki on the list. Here we go. So okay, Mike nominated Shamrock Shake. I think I heard
Nah, I was just
that.
kidding there. I don't
No,
want
okay. I'm putting it on the list anyway.
Okay,
these
that's
are just
fine.
nominations. I'm really. I know Kayla, you're a mint Oreo Blizzard.
Oh,
fan,
yeah.
but I feel like
Oh yeah, dessert.
an Oreo Blizzard is just the standard. For
It's
me.
got to be mint for me.
Yeah.
I don't want plain Oreo Blizzard.
New drink nomination. This is like pre-sober Tomas. You see, you get a big gulp of Dr. Pepper. You drink a quarter of it, then you pour a fifth of Jack in it.
Big Jack.
He doesn't say anything about not putting alcohol on this, so I think that's okay. I love the
If we're
nomination.
picking one of those, it's McDonald's sweet tea for me.
That's a good choice.
Party lemon in there.
Dr. Pepper's so good. Like Dr. Pepper is, I think, maybe the best soda. I don't know. I mean, Diet Coke's my favorite soda, but Dr. Pepper might be the best soda.
Well, Diet Coke's your favorite soda because of the crippling addiction to aspartame. So
I think it's just really tasty. I don't know.
it's different, bro.
I drink them
Especially when
like
it's
You guys.
once every 2 months or something. So I think I think I'm doing okay as far as the addictive quality of it. But I think it's refreshing as fuck.
cold.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Kayla as far as if we're gonna say a drink, just a drink that always hits, that always goes with everything. At McDonald's sweet tea.
I like it.
That's too sweet. It's a little sweet for me. Like if we're doing a tea,
Oh, yeah,
I like the green tea from fucking what's that place?
Arizona.
Is it
Yeah,
sweet
the green
or-
tea from Arizona. That's the one. No, the fucking
Panera Bread.
Panera Bread. Exactly.
They
That's
don't count.
It's a good fucking tea.
It's
They don't
artisanal.
count.
I'm nominating Green River.
I don't think Panera is in the spirit of the thing.
What?
No.
I can tell you from working there, it is anything but fast food.
All right. You could get a fast fucking green tea though. Like,
Nope.
I could get that in seconds.
Yeah, I can go to the gas station and get something like that too. We're not counting fucking Speedway.
Wait, we're not?
We're not.
What? But the roller grill.
The McGriddles that those motherfuckers got. Pretty good.
I'm gonna lock in Crazy Bread because I don't think anyone hated Crazy Bread, right?
No, Crazy Bread's good.
Crazy to hate it.
Let's
I'm not fighting Crazy Bread. That
lock
works for
in
me.
Crazy Bread as our starter / side item, so we at least have one thing locked in at this point.
$5 hot and ready.
They're like
I'm telling you guys,
six
that burrito
sandwiches
is
next.
the truth, man.
Want to pick sandwich next?
I wish I had that burrito.
I'll put cheesy gordita crunch.
Well, yeah,
I
like,
don't know if I
those are
said that when we
good.
were talking about Taco Bell.
Big fan of the crunch wraps. Those are really
I'd
yummy.
be okay with the crunch wrap.
Portable.
I'd be fine with an AM crunch wrap.
Oh,
Meet in the middle.
they're so good.
Surprisingly good.
They're
Mhm.
so good.
What do you got, D? What's your Sammy?
Sammy Sosa.
Moving on. All right, now
uh,
I passed you the rock. And you gotta
Froze.
shoot.
You pulled my.
I couldn't. I was trying to think of literally anything else to not fall into a stereotype, but Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Okay. It's okay.
Oh,
Man, I wish
that-
I had that. Ah.
You haven't had a
I
spicy
haven't
chicken
had
sandwich
it,
from
no.
Popeyes? Dude?
I love Popeye's chicken though. I think it's top tier. I think it's better than KFC
Yeah.
chicken.
Oh, that chicken
KFC
sandwich
garbage.
is really good.
Yeah, fresh
Chicken sandwiches. are good.
Popeye's chicken sandwich, so good. It's just
KFC's garbage.
it's not complicated. Ugh.
Can our sandwich be the double down?
It can be. Okay, I'm gonna put Popeye's.
Never had a
on
double
here.
down. I never fucked with that.
It's heart stopping, as they say.
And it's spicy.
Fried
Mhm.
chicken. Oh, the
I mean,
spicy
yeah.
chicken sandwich?
Yes, Popeye spicy chicken sandwich.
Got the pickles on it.
I've never fucking had it, and it sounds like the best sandwich to me.
We're talking like my road, like the main road I live off of, like we're talking like at least 15 cars back, taking up a lane, trying to get into that motherfucker.
Yeah, baby. Ugh.
Pandemic did some weird shit to people, man.
Mm.
Can we all agree that Sonic sucks? We ain't putting anything.
Oh, Sonic
Oh yeah,
sucks.
We're never like eating from Sonic, so
Sonic is super.
their drinks might make it. Their ice at the very least.
The video game
man.
and the restaurant chain, both subpar. I said it.
Hey, whoa,
Yeah.
hey, whoa,
Yeah.
hey.
I like their like side item. Like you can also get like mozzarella sticks there, or you can get some like chili cheese fries. Those are all solid. They're fine, but
Nah, they suck.
I don't need them on this list.
Satiate
we don't need to
me.
slander. Like Sonic doesn't need to catch strays. You know, I don't.
Yeah, they do.
Ain't no, I'm aiming. I'm fucking executing those motherfuckers. I ain't straying.
I'll ease
Original
off of the
sliders?
hot dog. Escape from the City was good from
Mm.
Sonic Adventure.
What are we picking?
Double quarter pounder with cheese.
I loved when AM Crunch Wraps came into the picture, into this conversation. I'm a huge fan of those.
I also love those.
I do
The
too. I'm okay with
Popeye
them.
spicy chicken sounded really good too.
So
I
far,
love
the
those.
spicy chicken and Mike's burrito are at the top of my chart.
I love all three of those things.
I didn't know what that burrito was. Mike reminded me of
We've
what
just
it was.
mapped out Mike's lunch and dinner for today.
and heart failure.
I'm gonna tentatively.
Great
So
winner.
maybe our decisions on the beverages and the desserts will make the main course make sense a little more. I've tentatively highlighted Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich, and we'll see if we can lock that in with our beverage choice and our dessert choice here. Sweet tea got the most love. Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
think that's just a great baseline drink.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm indifferent on the drink because I know I'm not going to get Diet Coke. So,
You'll get Diet Coke if it's me making the decision.
But it's not.
So,
Sweet tea. Well, I'll let you guys have my sweet tea. That's fine. I'll let you guys
Good.
have mine.
we have to refer to it as sweet tea. No.
Also, my go-to order for sweet tea is half water, light ice.
Interesting.
Does half water make it less ridiculously sweet?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's
And
the
it
way
really
I
dep-
like it.
it depends on which one you go to too, because a lot of people don't know how to actually make sweet tea. So sometimes you don't have to ask for that. But when you get to the place where you said it's sickeningly sweet, you just be like, "Yo, could you just light ice, put some water in that, thanks."
Okay.
And it just, yeah.
I could
But,
never ask for that.
Oh, I ask for a lot of stuff.
No. Mm-mm. Can't do it.
All right.
Can't be part of that.
Yeah, I am also against modifications usually when it comes to food. I want it in
To
its
me-
purest form.
To me, every restaurant is soup Nazi rules. You get up there, you just say no extras.
I swear, Jackie will give me panic attacks, asking multiple times to change things on an order. I'm like, it's like,
Yes.
I'm like,
Yes.
why
Yeah,
do you-
no, I absolutely will not pay $25 for literally any food and not be able to have it my way.
There's
I
only
mean-
one place that allows that.
I get where you're coming from, D, but I have really bad social anxiety. So
Well, stop it.
okay.
Yeah.
Settled.
Okay, we're good. So sweet tea it is.
Sweet tea. Are we
Desserts?
leaning just DQ for dessert? We're leaving the strawberry and cream pie from McDonald's. in the
New nomination. Mixed
Ice cream cake?
spaghetti. The spaghetti from
Oh,
McDonald's.
no. I
that
don't
they
like the
used
ice
to
cream
serve.
cake.
Spaghetti from McDonald's. Oh god, that sounds awful.
I don't know it.
Um,
The tacos they used to serve at Burger King.
I've had those. Those were okay.
Those aren't bad.
Yeah. A Frosty is always real nice
I
and
like it.
consistent from
I like it.
Wendy's
slap.
there.
It ain't bad.
I think it would go pretty decently with crazy bread and a Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich.
I don't think I'm dipping my crazy bread in that Frosty though.
I don't fuck with the dipping. I don't know.
Yeah.
I eat that
I
Frosty
do.
the way
Oh, it's so good.
with this
Same.
tongue. I dip this tongue in there and get in there.
Yeah. Dessert is at the end, and that's, yeah.
Thank you, Mike. That's why you're the best.
Sandwiches here.
That's why you're a professional.
Yeah.
Did I convince everyone that it's the Wendy's Frosty? Or I mean, I love a Blizzard. I'm a big fan of a Blizzy boy.
Yeah.
We'd have to agree upon
Ooh,
what
a
kind.
Blizzy.
A
That's-
Blizzy?
Yeah. Also, a peanut butter parfait is fucking wonderful.
love
That
it.
is more of a
Yo,
standard
Eric.
scenario.
I can't get behind that one. It'll
Okay.
kill me.
Right.
Oh,
Trying to
fuck.
kill Tomas.
Fuck, you're right.
Racist.
I forgot Tomas is deathly allergic to
On this, the day after Mexican Independence Day, you do this.
Your soul would be independent of your body. So,
True.
That's what it's about.
that's what I'm.
That's what it's all about.
That's what
If we
I
ever
was-
go back to defining our wrestling personas again,
Ooh.
the peanut buster is the move that I do against.
You only break it out against Tomas.
Is that your rival, Mike?
Holy
The
shit.
peanut buster.
That's really good. Yeah, because Blizzard, if we can agree on a style of Blizzard, I think it's the best dessert, but there's
Cheesecake.
just impossible
I'm a-
number of combinations.
there's only 3 good blizzards.
Okay.
That's
Name them.
Oreo, cookie dough, and s'more.
Those are all
And that's
very good. S'more is okay.
bro.
The other 2 are
S'more's
fantastic.
good.
Strawberry cheesequake blizzard all day.
I did mention Oreo Blizzard at the top. Kayla gets it with mint, but I think it's perfectly fine without the mint as well.
Oreo's a good balance, cookie and cream.
I still prefer
mean-
a Frosty.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
D?
a Frosty's really good.
God damn it.
Now, do you guys do the traditional, the chocolate Frosty, or I'm a vanilla guy myself?
Boo.
I would do vanilla if I was going to get one, which I never do, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't have necessarily, my preference is vanilla, but I'm not going to throw away a chocolate Frosty.
Good point.
Are we thinking, so it's between a Blizzy and a Frosty?
I think so. I mean, there's the apple pie at McDonald's.
No.
There's, what else?
Back when it was fried, maybe.
There's various shakes. I think those need to be like the Shamrock Shake or like a
parfait at McDonald's is pretty good too.
Actually,
They're pretty good.
if we're talking about shakes, I don't know if you guys have had it. The shakes at Five Guys are really good.
They are very good. They're very good. I feel
Yeah,
like
people
Five
love
Guys
that chocolate
might...
cake thing from Portillo's too.
Ooh.
I don't fuck around with it too much.
I don't-
but Portillo sandwich, so
I'm kind of just keeping this personally. I don't know. We don't have to make it a hard rule, but just like the basic, like your mega chains, like
You
those
guys are saying some fancy
BK,
I think
McDonald's, Wendy's.
you guys are starting to hit that Panera
Taco
level
Bell.
with some of these.
Yeah, I feel like Five Guys is equivalent to Panera, and if we've said
Yes.
no
Mhm.
Panera, then
I agree.
no
where does
Five Guys.
Portillo's fall on that? Falls in that category
Regional,
too.
very small.
I'd
regional.
rather have Zantes on the fucking.
Yeah, I think Portillo's kind of falls into the Zantes. It's not a national chain.
Portillo's
You know?
All right.
They built one in Orlando.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yes.
well, that's international then. So okay,
White
Portillo's
Castle's
is
pretty
on,
regional.
Mr. Worldwide.
Portillo's.
Well,
Mr.
in
Worldwide.
In Orlando, for whatever reason, they're just doing all those Midwest chains down here. It's like they got White Castles, they got Portillo's, they got.
They discovered seasoning?
Yes, absolutely did.
We got to
insane.
pick this shit. We gotta
Yeah, it's gonna be forever.
Wendy's Frosty. I think we're
Yes.
putting
Boom.
on this list. Mike, you're
We're
right.
Christian here. Gosh.
Goodbye, Blizzy.
So Rick,
Praise
the ultimate combo of fast food is Crazy Bread, Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich, sweet tea, and a Frosty at the end.
Wash
from
it all down with a cup of shame.
It's the official machine of nonsense fast food order. Good question, Rick. Very, very nice. That led to quite the discussion there.
Almost as much as aliens.
All right, let's catch up before we go on to the bracket of nonsense. Doing a lot. I'll start it off. The 7 heard round the world. Starfield. I've been playing quite a bit of Starfield. Unfortunately, when you suspend your game, it fucks up the time on your save, like how long you've been playing. It says I've been playing for 3 days or something, which I haven't been playing that much. But I don't know. What'd you say, Kay? 15 hours, something like that
Sounds good.
at this
Mhm.
point. And it's not a 7. It's better than a 7, but it's also probably not a 10. And it's somewhere in between those things. I think it is a Bethesda game. It's Skyrim in space. If you like Skyrim, if you like Fallout 4 and you like space, I think this one is a game for you, and I think it's a
But it
game for
has-
me in that
I think
sense.
different.
What's that?
But it hasn't done anything different as far as Bethesda
I would say it's the best combat probably in any of the games. If we're not counting like Dishonored, I think Dishonored's combat's really good. But like out of those three, like the Fallout 4, the Skyrim of the world, I think Starfield has. I like the guns there's 5,000 different guns with 7,000 different types of ammunition. And
Eric carries them all.
I carry them all, and they all feel
never pick up anything else.
They all feel different, and they all like there's elements to them, and some work better against robots, some work better against aliens, some work better against humans, and stuff like that. So I think it's like the deepest and best feeling kind of like gunplay and just overall kind of combat of those three games. And yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
I could use some VATS in there. I could use a Fallout style.
I never fucked with VATS, so I don't know. I think there's a VATS system in
without using its main fucking mechanic, dude.
If it doesn't,
like me in the
that's the beauty of Bethesda games. You can play them in lots of different ways.
You can play them raw.
You can.
That's I don't know. I never it didn't seem like a thing that I wanted to ever fuck with.
It's like I don't throw Hadoukens, bro. I don't do any. Punches all day.
I always forgot that it was a thing when I was playing.
Oh my god!
Thank you. It's
crazy.
It's not essential at all. Like, I mean, if you got a good gun that you like, or some power armor, or whatever else, and now we're like talking about Fallout 4 for way longer than we need to. But like, VATS is fine, whatever. But I think
when
did you play Final Fantasy VI without using espers too? Or magic?
Wait, there's espers?
I think one of the first times I ever played it, yes. I didn't realize, because it was weird, like you had to press up on the menu or whatever to get to the Esper menu.
You think
and,
man.
What you guys didn't just steal your way through Final Fantasy VI? Just use lock for everything?
Kind of.
I mean, I did that, offering Genji Glove.
yes.
Okay, I'm just
the Genji Glove.
You're telling me you use espers and I did something wrong? I don't understand.
I do have that weapon problem where it's like, man, I got like a dozen different guns, and I don't know. They all kind of feel samey to me. I have like I picked like a class. You get to pick like a role or whatever that you want to be, which gives you like 3 upgrades for free. And one of them that I picked had lasers, so I've been trying to just use laser stuff. And I don't know. I kind of found out like exploring is not what you want to do in this game. I tried to do that like on an opening planet and was not like I was like going all the way using the awful map. To get to this like outpost that's far away on this fucking like just moon planet. It's not a lot going on, just rocky. And I get to the couple locations that took me a long time to fucking get to, and there's just like nothing there. Like, so let's just focus on quests and just get moving forward. And I've enjoyed my time. I've probably played 5-6 hours.
Okay.
And
Would definitely say push
more
quests. Yeah.
I think it's a quest game. It is a like talk to NPC, and you will then visit 5 different planets as part of their quest.
You'll board a ship. It's different than their normal formula so far. I'm gonna keep going. There's another game that's got my attention more.
Same here.
More so.
Hell yeah. What?
Tell me more.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of Sea of Stars.
Hell yeah.
At like 15 hours.
I'm at 20.
Nice.
Sick.
And looks and story very good, but what really the star of the show is the combat.
Absolutely.
It's so much more than just the Mario RPG timing stuff.
Feels earned. wins feel earned.
Yeah. There's not a ton of battles, and battles are kind of tough. Like if you're not making the right decisions, you can die pretty easily to just basic enemies.
Yep. I've died more to basic enemies than I have bosses. So,
but there's a lot going on. Like, so an enemy will have how many turns it's going to do. It's kind of Into the Breach in a way.
Yeah.
Where you'll see like, I get 3 turns, so I can attack with my full party before this guy's going to attack me. And sometimes you can deny their attack by matching the symbols that are above their head. So a certain character might do a slicing attack, so they might have swords above their head, or they might have poison counters above their head. So you need to do poison magic damage.
Gotta match the affinities to cancel their attack.
Right. And you're doing these by either using your special magic abilities, or if you do a physical attack to an enemy, you create live mana.
Yes.
And that's like these little orbs that scatter around the battlefield, and you can choose a character to absorb those, and that either just increases their magic attack or adds magic damage to their basic attack. So there's a lot of just cool ways to win battles, and you're kind of just never out of it. Like, you just gotta have to strategize and know, like, okay, there's 2 suns above this character's head, so and he's attacking in 2 moves, if I attack him with this character and create the live mana, I can, absorb it with the sun guy and then do sun damage to them. And
that's sick.
It's very fun, dude. It's like 4D chess, but and then there's a character who has a move that delays like the movement.
It's so good.
She's
Sarai is
so
a very
clutch.
cool character.
Yep.
Is it all text-based dialogue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
what I
no
was
talking.
fearing. Yeah.
There's not
motherfucker.
there's a bit of it, but I think it's fun. I think there is a pretty intriguing kind of a story going on. This game is taking elements from so many games. I think it has like aspects of Final Fantasy X story. It's like fucking it has like weird kind of moves you can do in the overworld. Like, so you're solving puzzles by pushing blocks and shit. So it's kind of like Zelda-y in a way. There's a lot of puzzle solving elements in this game.
Like Golden Sun, like Golden Sun.
Like Golden Sun, yes.
That might be where they're getting that from. Yeah, because you get like a push wind power at some point, and then you get like a grapple at some point.
Yeah, that's Golden Sun is cuss.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know how far you are, but what dungeon are you on, or what area?
I have I can kind of sail now pretty freely.
Okay.
But
I'm further than that.
Right.
He's in the AWOL nation.
Yes.
If you're enjoying what little of the story you're getting already, oh boy, mama. Just get ready.
Hold on.
I like it. I'm interested in certain what every character's got like kind of their own thing going on.
It's pretty good.
Garl is kind of like your sidekick, kind of like best friend who's your first like party member that joins the 2 main characters.
He's your cook.
Yeah, and he's just a really fun, energetic, cool character.
He's the spirit of the group.
And you just meet a lot of other cool characters. There is like a group of characters that is poking fun at the kind of tropiness of the story in a way, and I don't know if, to me, that was kind of lazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, all right, either you guys can't have your cake and eat it too. Like, you're gonna either like accept the tropes and write different dialogue, or you're just gonna like take the easy way and just go like, hey, you've done this before in games, because it is kind of greatest hits. There's a ghost ship, there's a mole village a la Mario RPG, like, and all that stuff is really cool and done well and in its own way. But if you're familiar with, all of those old school kind of great RPGs and stuff, this game is just borrowing a lot from all of them and pulling it off in pretty good fashion,
Checks the
I think.
boxes. Yeah.
So I highly recommend it.
I think you're going to start enjoying it a lot more once you get around to the point where I'm at too, Mike.
Nice.
Yeah, if you said like 20 hours, it's only like 35, I think is.
Let's just put this out there. Probably about like 3 days ago, I talked to Tony about my experience with it. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm about 26 hours into it." So, it's like, and I'm like coming up to 20 hours. I'm at like 19, so I've
Nice.
enjoyed it thoroughly.
I'm excited to have the is this the greatest video game year of all time discussion in the future because we're getting there.
Very stacked year.
What you been up to, D?
Well, if I'm being honest, I have been
You can lie.
just prepping for my first DM role doing Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh. That's a lot of work.
Yes, I've been mostly doing that. Have some anime in the background. Yeah, so mostly that. I haven't really had a lot of time for video games. What did we watch? Oh, finally, I did a rewatch because we own it now. I did a rewatch of Across the Spider-Verse.
Nice.
Cool.
Man, that does not
Great
feel
movie.
like, yeah. What a ride. And I think, I was trying to. No, I'm still doing what I do. I'm just every now and then I'll turn on Tears of the Kingdom and
Nice.
find a few shrines, just doing my little walk along, enjoying the little environment stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I think we should talk about One Piece a little bit. Netflix's One Piece. We did a little bit of a watch along together. Me, Kayla, and D, and Ryan all watched episode 1 together. Kayla and I haven't gone any further yet, but I think I really enjoyed that first episode. I thought it was really good, and
you've only watched one episode?
Just the first, yeah. And
we got to watch one, Tomas. We got to watch one.
Yeah.
All right.
It wasn't like pulling teeth or anything. I did enjoy it. I felt very similar to like how much I enjoyed the Cowboy Bebop live action from Netflix. I felt like just a well done, like pretty well acted, like the sets and costuming and all that are really cool. The CGI was good. Like just it looks like a quality ass show, and in a universe that people love, so
it's kind of cool when they like did their best to do a 1-for-1 frame match like with the manga later on. If you've only seen one episode of a manga that's been around for over 25 years.
Literally, yeah, that is my and yeah, I haven't really seen any frames of the anime or even the manga, whatever else. This is the first tiny little corner of my toe dipped into the One Piece world, but it was good. It was a good dip.
Into.
Yeah, it was good.
I
look forward to keep watching it because I feel like it's going to come up at near in our end of year discussions and stuff like that.
Yes. Do you finish season 1?
I have not officially finished season 1.
How far?
Neither have I.
Oh my god.
Wifey, she's watching too. She's getting back into One Piece, so I was like, let me not, watch all of it without her. So,
through 5 episodes, and then I told Jackie there was 8. She's like, "Oh fuck, we gotta slow down." Oh man, Arlong Park.
It's good? Okay, cool.
The guy who plays Arlong is literally just devouring scenes.
Oh wow! All right.
Big machismo energy. He's like one of my favorite parts of, like, bad guy wise. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm on like episode 6. Greg and I are watching it together. So like whenever he's in the mood is when we.
So you saw the
check it out.
Mihawk stuff.
Yep.
You saw.
Yeah, I got spoiled on the Mihawk stuff. It looks great though.
Frame.
Yeah,
Zoro making his resolution.
I really like what the show is doing differently, similar to what Last of Us kind of did. They're earlier in the year, like just kind of we're doing things not going to be 1-to-1 with the manga and the anime. And as someone who has watched the opening, stuff 3 times now with this, I appreciate it not being all the same. Like and some stuff is kind of cool. They're leaning on moments that weren't leaned on in the anime that are pretty neat, and figuring out ways to just quickly tell a 60 episode arc in 8. And so far they're doing it pretty well. I think
it's fun stuff, man. Not enough Don Krieg. I will say that.
It's fine. We don't need to spend 8 episodes on Don Krieg. We don't.
No,
he's not.
I do like that they showed him though.
Yeah,
I was pretty excited.
A lot of the show is just like, hey, look at that. Oh, I know that guy. Like that member. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited that season 2's been announced. I think they're only going to improve on just the look and feel of the show, and it gives me faith that they're going to be able to pull off stuff that happens later. Because One Piece is similar to Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Where it starts off pretty boots on the ground, like not a lot of crazy shit's going on. And it ramps up, of course, as animes do. But it does the balance better than what Dragon Ball Z does, where it just becomes powering up and shooting shit. Like it does become more still, how do I beat this guy? How do I figure out his weakness kind of stuff? But with still more fantastical shit going on.
Characters don't become irrelevant either. It doesn't just become the Luffy show. Like
absolutely
Zoro
not.
Still kicks ass. Sanji still gets shit. Like, Whole Cake Island, Sanji gets his whole thing. Fucking even now, like Usopp, like there's some shit like big and like the show. Fucking, it's like I just got caught up like on the narrative at least. I didn't watch all 1,000+ episodes of the anime, although I am watching it now. But like just hearing like some key story points of like shit that like it made me reflect a lot. Like holy shit, dude! Like this show's been around, or this anime, or this manga. Like I remember like having conversations about like Alabasta arc, like when I was like in middle school or like high school. Right. I remember when people were hyped for like Gear Third and like shit like that. Like when I was in fucking, when I was a senior in fucking high school. I wasn't always on the train for the ride, but like
nor was I.
Every once in a while, like when the Marineford shit was going on, I was in. So that was a big pop off point for the series. So yeah, there's and that, and like I love Doflamingo. That's like one of my favorite character designs for a character, and
Dofi's cool. But they're saying like 12 seasons to try to finish this whole thing.
Jesus. Wow.
That's interesting. But I think they could pull that off. Like, because certain arcs are like hundreds of fucking episodes. That doesn't always have to be the case. I think they'll be able to pull it off in a successful way. I hope you guys keep going, and I hope you guys like it.
Yeah. It'll have to be the most successful, like, Netflix thing of all time to get 12 seasons. I think, like, Grace and Frankie had, like, 7, and that's, like, the longest-running Netflix thing of all time. So 12's ambitious, but they've got the material. They've got the material to draw from, so good on them.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the anime will be finished, I think, by then. And I don't know.
It's going to take them years to be able to put out 12 seasons.
Yeah, you'd expect at least 12 years.
Over a decade, yeah.
So,
It's so
And-
crazy, like how close to the goal line they are, like with One Piece now.
It's
Oh, is it coming to an end? Like
Luffy
as a
is like an
as a thing?
emperor of the sea now. Like he's one of the big four.
Spoilers.
It's coming full
Yeah,
circle.
Tomas.
Damn.
Sorry, I don't think Eric's gonna watch 1,000 episodes.
No,
I might watch 12 of a Netflix show, maybe.
Yes, hey,
Let's
look,
see.
You ain't
We'll
gonna
get
remember
there.
it.
No, I will not remember this conversation.
Yeah, the idea of an
10
emperor
years.
does not come up for a long, long time.
They already
really.
introduced Garp in the fucking show, so
Yeah, they're doing some. They're doing things a lot differently. So who knows? Maybe they will.
I think
Talk
I
about
think they
things that aren't.
bettered the idea of it at one point. Maybe it's in the last 2 episodes, but they dropped some pretty like shit that like you had to wait like 10 years to fucking hear about. If you're only following the manga or anime.
Yeah, but Oda, I think a year ago, I want to say, said put like a 5-year deadline on the
show.
ending. So
Yeah.
Nice.
They're dropping big stuff. Like Wano dropped some big shit, dude. Like,
yeah,
I was feeling it. You guys were all excited about Gear 5. I was like, when I was like hearing about like the Odin like fucking backstory shit, where he was like traveling with Goldie Roger and all that shit. Like, that shit got me more pumped than fucking Gear 5. So,
All right. One piece. Just one piece. Before we
Give
get
me
to the
2.
bracket, we had like a PlayStation State of Play, and we had a Direct, a Nintendo Direct. Anything really pop for anyone from those shows?
You already know what I want to talk about, baby.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Rebirth, Part 2, Final Fantasy, I think is the full name.
Here's the real question. Is that game going to finish before One Piece finishes?
Yeah, that is a good question. We're going to get it in, February, right? Is that what the date was?
So
we
got
got
a lot sooner than I thought. I was thinking spring.
it's not as soon as I thought. I was hoping for December. But
100 hours is what they're saying of game there. That first one was streamlined and like 25 hours, something like that. So
I don't think so.
Big divergence.
I felt like I played that game for 50, 60.
Same here, dude. I felt like
I was
that
saying
game just felt like it
minimum
turned.
40.
I think you
know-
can get 50, 60 if you do all this, side stuff and whatnot. But I feel like
I will say this: they did a really good job at like making me feel the first time I played Final Fantasy VII, like Midgar was like the whole game. First time I played Final Fantasy VII OG, I was like, man, it's like this game's great. It's like, and then it opened once you get out of like the fucking opening part of the game, like holy shit, there's a world map. Like what?
Yeah. And in the original game, that's like 3-4 hours of the game is like Midgar. Like
first time.
Yeah, it seems like they're really playing around with like the timeline of events and stuff like that. So if this is part 2 of a trilogy, and it, a lot of the scenes and stuff that we saw in the trailer were things you wouldn't have found until like disc 3 in the original PS1 game. There was a lot of late game shit going on in that trailer. So
This is Eric's piece.
I think Laura said this gets us like halfway through disc 2
okay,
or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
see
You
that's
see all
nuts
the,
to me. Like with what they showed.
Seems like there's a lot of game there. That trailer.
Are we gonna
I
have
am not a
Meteor-
Final Fantasy VII expert, but that trailer had a lot of shit that I recognized and like, whoa, all right, that's
Do you think they'll
That's
end
deep
on
into that
Meteor
shit.
being summoned?
What'd you say, Thomas?
Think they'll end on Meteor being summoned?
I don't
No.
know. We'll see.
yeah. I have no
they could
idea.
literally they can literally do anything. Really.
I mean, to me, like Cloud falling into the live stream was kind of like a a scene like end kind
Sure.
of point.
But yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
Can I not
Yeah,
spoil a
I
game
think
that's
we're
30 years old?
No, don't do it, Tomas.
Yeah, I think you also have to remember that in essence, this is like some weird sequel thing. So
True.
you gotta go with your expectations skewed a little bit. I think we're gonna zigzag. I don't think we're gonna follow the direct path. I think we're gonna hit all the highlights, but not in the same like
order.
order.
They're gonna make out like halfway through, the second game.
Well, no, they're changing that from the first one where
It's
all
gonna
the
be
making
Cloud
out.
and Zack making out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the way they made eyes in that trailer. Whew.
Hell yeah. I thought both presentations were pretty weak overall, but
Oh yeah.
the PlayStation 5 is it's supposed to be in its prime, and it's kind of weird that that was a weak kind of show.
Mhm.
But the Nintendo one makes more sense in the way that it gives me hope that they're done with the Switch one, and whatever their follow up system is on the horizon pretty soon. But it was cool to see like Thousand Year Door remake there. It looks very pretty compared to the original, but I felt like, man, you're doing a disservice to Mario RPG here. Like you're just announcing the two biggest, the two best entries in any of the Mario RPG stuff, and I don't know. I think they could have held that like at least past November. Fuck.
Yeah, a little bit closer to the chest. Dagger them a bit.
They're just companion games. You play them both,
I mean, I think I'm more excited about RPG remake. Although it's been a really long time since I played Thousand Year Door, so
I've only dabbled in that one. I might pick up that remake when it comes out.
Never touched it, so it'd be new to me.
Princess Peach game might be cool.
Yeah, that's a fun concept. Just like changing it, like going into different stage plays and changing her abilities based on the character she's playing in each stage play. It's cool.
Mario 3 is supposed to be a stage play production.
Yeah. I think that's cool to like come back to those roots of like, this is all everything since that time could be like seen as a stage play.
And that's called like Peach's Showtime Adventure or something.
I think it's
like
Princess Peach Showtime. I think
I think it's called Princess Peach's Showtime X2 with guns.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Love it.
On Paramount Plus. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. That was a lot of stuff. We should probably get down to the actual meat of the episode. The bracket of nonsense refresh. So if you weren't following us 2 years ago, we took 64 characters that we knew and loved, and we threw them on a bracket, and eventually George Costanza won that matchup. It's been 2 years. It needs a refresh. We have characters on there that were nominated by members of the podcast who are no longer here. We've got D, a new member of the podcast.
Lots of new stuff. Lots of new characters.
And even characters that existed at the time that I think have like been recontextualized. We had a conversation in the pre-show of like Mike not super fighting for Monkey D. Luffy, the main character of One Piece, and in 2 years, how much more has Monkey grown as a character and everything else, and how much more worthy is he to be fought for and those type of things. And we've been introduced to hundreds of new awesome characters, and some characters have been kind of recontextualized over that time. So I think we need to refresh the bracket.
Joel in a new medium.
We did get Joel in a new medium.
Yeah.
How we had it broken up before, we had 4 sections, 4 in brackets with number 1 seeds. The number 1 seeds were Leslie Knope, Rust Cole, Magneto, and Tony Stark. So they were all number 1 seeds. They were locked in. to those brackets, and then we filled out the rest. So I think to start, we should go around, and I'll get a master list of nominations of characters we think we should add to the list. This is going to be a multi-episode project, so we'll get somewhere. We'll call it quits, and then we'll pick it back up on the next episode. But let's at least get our nominations for who we think we can add to these brackets. Tomas?
I just want to pour one out for the homie Magneto, who's recently died in the X-Men. Not recently, but like within the 2-year gap. And he went out like a straight baller. He kept his heart moving with his powers of magnetism, moving the iron flow of his blood so that he can finish his mission. It was fucking sick. But yeah, Magneto, rip. You'll probably be back in another iteration.
Swagneto, man.
A fucking baller, dude. Sad times in the X-Men world. Racism's at an all-time high.
I have a suggestion.
Suggest away.
Just if we're thinking of stuff to get rid of, whoever our final 4 was, I think it was like George, Leslie, Tony, and Sirius.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're in Mount Olympus. They're like
undropped
Hall of Fame status or something.
They get removed.
Right.
Because they're
from competition.
They don't have. They're in the Hall of Fame.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I kind of like it.
We wrote a love letter to Tony Stark for 5 hours last year.
We certainly did.
Damn.
We had a hard time killing Tony.
Yes, we did. I couldn't put my boy down. He is still alive in the comics. He is helping the X-Men, by the way. So,
whoa,
good on him.
That's cool.
Wow, that came out of nowhere, but I love it. I think that makes for so many intriguing things happening.
It helps remove people off, for one.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're going to have a lot of nominations, and so we need the space. We want to see it change.
Man.
I suggest put him in the bracket All-Stars.
Ooh.
We'll eventually create a bracket All-Stars, like, if we continue to do this refresh. I want to make it annual, I think.
Annual might be too much, but 2 years is good.
Every 2 years, I kind of like biannual. Okay, I think that's great. So that would be Tony Stark, George Costanza, Leslie Knope, and Sirius Black being enshrined in the Bracket of Nonsense Hall of Fame for all time, and no longer having to fight tooth and nail to win the Bracket of Nonsense, the future
Correct.
Bracket of Nonsense. I love it. I think that's a phenomenal idea.
Honorees.
I wrote Hall of Fame down. I wrote those names.
Hell yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
It's the dream team.
Let's get to nominating some new potential contenders for the bracket here.
In place of Leslie Knope, I'd like to nominate Larry Bird.
Yeah. Good call.
Perfect. From Winning Time?
From Winning Time is actually really fucking good. So, I'll start off. I'll start it off.
I think D should start off.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think D should
I think that's a great idea.
D's nominating. We're just gonna make a list of nominations.
We're gonna make a list of nominations right now, and then we'll go from there.
Let's see.
Think about it.
I mean, I was just gushing about it, so I'm just gonna start with that one. Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
I dig it. Big sword.
Tiny
Big sword,
ass
man.
hair.
Man, I'm gonna have to watch like Advent Children now to prep.
We can watch it together because I've never seen it.
Oh, sick! There we go.
I love it.
You guys
Sephiroth.
can make it up if you watch it.
It's fine.
That scene in that trailer with like the one wing Sephiroth and Cloud jumping, diving with the Buster Sword. Very iconic stuff. Very cool.
That whole trailer was just a hit after hit. Playing all the hits is pretty awesome. Okay. Sephiroth as the first nomination. Tomas, you're next on my screen, like next to D. So
hey.
you can go next. Why not?
You see floating cubes next to me. So obviously I've been a little enamored with One Piece. So
Sure.
Oh,
Luffy's still on there, but I gotta give a shout out to my boy Zoro.
Zoro from One Piece.
Zoro's great.
Does he just spell it Zoro?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Rora Nora Zoro.
Kayla.
So sad.
God, I love faces.
I'm next. Who do I want to pick as my first one? I'm going Ken. Just Ken.
I like it. I was thinking
Ken's
about
on there.
It's good. Just
I
It's-
didn't want to be the dude who nominates the dude from the Barbie movie, so I'm glad.
Look, I think the Barbie movie is for everyone. I think it's beautiful and sure, I can get behind that it is a female story, but I think it's also a man's story, like a man. Like there, it's got both. And
Yes.
Ryan Gosling is just fucking magic. He's making magic up there, baby.
It's good stuff.
As second chair of the Men Fenders, Kayla, I am very glad.
Oh, Menfender.
Oh, it's so good. I love that bit. That is my favorite bit. All right. Because I support feminism, I'm gonna go with Naru. From Prey.
Ooh.
A new entrant to the world of media and one of my favorite characters in the last like 5 years. Naru was a badass. We talked in length about Prey last year, so.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Naru.
wow, yeah, we hovered on that one for a while too.
Yeah, love it. Mike?
This is Snake, right? So I get 2 picks. All right.
Sure.
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna go with Logan Roy
Okay.
from Succession.
I hate Logan.
Wow.
Oh,
Not a
I
bad
think
I mean, you're
I
supposed
think
to hate
it's
him.
also
I think.
energy that's deserving of him being on the bracket. Thank you, Kayla.
Yeah.
For giving me that reaction, because I don't love Logan. I love him in the confines of the show, but is he a monster? Sure, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're
he
supposed to hate
is.
him. Got it. So good. He's a very good monster.
So he's a great.
Yes,
heel.
and I we'll talk more about Logan. But,
I dig it. Back to D.
I'm gonna have to go with Thorfinn from Vinland Saga.
Ooh.
Wasn't Thorfinn nominated before?
No, he
No,
wasn't,
maybe he
no.
didn't make it.
there's another Finland Saga. I wish Ryan was here.
I think it's just because like Ryan talked about it as being like one of his favorite. Like,
Maybe
Yes, it was on his list of characters.
it's his
Right.
big list, and then we eventually cut it. Maybe cut Thorfinn.
No, it was on his nonsense of the year. That
Oh,
character.
Thorfinn.
Season
Gotcha.
2, I
That's
believe.
where I'm thinking of it. Well,
Yes.
hell yeah.
the one.
I gotta watch that. I gotta
Looks really good.
I gotta do it.
Guys, it's like just media presentation aside, as a story, holy shit. Like so good.
Dig
So
I gotta
good.
do it. I gotta do it.
Got
Dee's the first person to bring it up. I gotta do it.
Oh, good stuff. Tomas, you're next.
All right. Got a little bit of a theme. Just gonna just daisy chaining off of old picks.
Nami.
Nami. Stop. No.
Just all the straw hats.
I mean, I'm down, but I think I'm gonna. I gotta pick a mutant. I think I'm gonna pick a mutie. Mind you, I've been keeping up with like the fall of X, so been some pretty big recent pop offs in my head. So, but I'm doing this one. So I'm holding out to see what happens with this character, but I think he's gonna have a really good pop off soon. It's gonna be Charles Xavier.
Xavier.
Well, man's at a breaking point, and think he's gonna start dropping some morals soon. So, but he's been great in like the whole Krakoa formation portion of the X-Men and shit. Like, so
Charles Xavier, what a guy. Kayla.
Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso, what a pick. Man, beautiful man.
Love him. Got me a little Ted right there.
It's really good.
There he is.
Ted Lasso, what a show. From the show, Ted Lasso.
I do feel like I kind of get to double dip, but just by saying Ted Lasso encompasses everyone in Ted Lasso, so I kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean he's the engine. Mr. Jonathan Wick, I would like to nominate. I think he should have been probably in our first bracket, and now, like in the last 2 years, seeing John Wick 4 and stuff, it's thoroughly locked in. John Wick for me. So, what a guy!
Yeah.
Mike,
Great pick. I will go with Robo from Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger.
I love Robo.
Good character.
He's a great robot. Great party member in that game. And he's fantastic.
Love it. Love it. D.
jetpacks.
I'm gonna go with Ice King, aka Simon from Adventure Time.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. That's a good one.
That's a second Adventure Time character, right? Right? Is that where Mabel's from? Mabel Pine?
Gravity Falls.
Mabel's from
Gravity Falls. See?
Off the pod.
Yeah.
You ain't no nerd.
Just an update. I'm glad D brought that up. Fiona and Cake, if you're thinking like it's its own separate thing and you can just jump into that, no, you can't.
You need to know Adventure Time.
Similar to Ahsoka. It is not. It is more of a companion to a lot of other stuff. So,
and I'm gonna piggyback on that because you mentioned Ahsoka. Episode 5 of Ahsoka might be like my favorite Star Wars thing of all time, possibly. But
does that require a lot of previous baggage?
Well, I think it mostly requires the prequels, I would say. Like if you I think knowing Anakin and stuff like that, I think knowing the Clone Wars and stuff would help, sure, but like everyone knows the Clone Wars happened, right? And that like Ahsoka and Anakin had a relationship, right? I think that's enough. I really like the further like recontextualization of the prequels, like, you know, the importance of Anakin and all that. So yeah, loved it, and just anyway, yeah, Ahsoka. On the bracket of nonsense currently.
Yeah, she is.
Ice King's great. He's got a really great arc in that show.
Beautiful. It's you get it all. You get it all with him. You get it all.
You get what you give.
I know exactly what he looks like, and I like that about that character because like I could probably draw that character for you guys. Never seen a single episode of Adventure Time, but I know Ice King, so I dig it. Tomas?
I'm gonna go with Dash Rendar. No. I'm gonna go with Mr. Kennedy. Leon S.
Kennedy. All right.
I had him on my long list. I'm like, I can't believe he wasn't on our list before.
Same here. A lot of RE4 love on this spot.
I'm putting RE2/4/6 as Leon Kennedy.
I think you guys are confusing the guns with Leon because that's what really.
And
I think he has improved too. Like in our new RE4 remake, you can appreciate Leon even more for Leon.
Even RE2 remake, I would say. Yeah,
I just meant like since we've done this.
Yeah.
Give me the one-liners. Rain or shine, you're going down. Everybody go. Bingo.
Kayla's gonna nominate the attaché case. I know.
Oh my
that. I
God,
looked at
yeah.
her list earlier, so yeah.
Big Bass.
Kayla, you're up.
The L block from Tetris.
He went there.
I'm going Fleabag on this one
Ooh.
What a
So good.
character.
from Fleabag. Mhm.
What a character.
Damn, we got a new one tier, one seed.
I'm going Rick Sanchez of the Rick and Morty fame. Big
Nice.
fan of Rick Sanchez. Just what a complicated mess of a
complicated
being, of a being. I don't even know if I can call him human. He's at least a cyborg. But yeah, definitely Rick Sanchez. Big guy. And Morty, that's the thing. Mike.
All right. We had an email from Rick. We just got another Rick. Let's add a third Rick here. Rick Dalton.
Rick Dalton.
We had Cliff. Cliff made it deep. I've seen that movie a couple more times since we've done.
I would love to watch that movie again.
And I love Rick just as much as I love Cliff. He plays his chili pepper heart out for me every time. And
I keep that motherfucking thing on me, you know?
Look at that. Look at that. Once Upon a Time.
Flipping.
And
It's a good book also, guys.
terrific.
Rick Dalton. Good pick.
I like it.
How many we doing here? Because that's got to be what, 20?
Well, I did 4.
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
Yeah. So yeah. do the math.
Damn.
D.
That's a lot.
Well, we're gonna
To
have
cut?
to make
Not
cuts, and
pickleball.
if we cut that many from the list, then that's fine. If we cut some from our nominations, that's fine too. We can figure it out.
So if people have more, I brought 4. I'm out. I'm
I
gonna.
only 4.
I brought 4.
I'm out. And
I brought
next
4.
one is kind of technicality,
Oh, okay.
so I'm gonna lay it at the masses.
Okay, but I think it's D's
good.
turn. Don't
Yeah,
steal
no,
it from me.
I'm waiting.
This last one, even if I'm not here, Mike, it's gonna be real easy for you to defend. Buggy the Clown.
Ooh, man, just
Buggy.
fill up the bracket with.
This is a One Piece character, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Piece bracket, I think.
All right. I don't know if I can help you, D. I'm sorry.
I'll do some homework, D.
I don't run with the hatchet. I ain't down with the clown.
Former Juggalo, I got you, bro.
Man, I think
Whoop.
at Riot Fest, or at least one of them. I saw
I
They
see
were
these at Riot Fest?
yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fun.
Oh, The Cure is playing tonight.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Ooh, what a beautiful, and it's a stormy day out there right now. Oh,
Yeah.
It's a perfect cure.
All your mascara will be running.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Tomas, what's your technicality?
All right, so technically wrestlers are characters.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm going to nominate Shawn Michaels.
Shawn
The
Michaels.
Heartbreak Kid.
Okay.
Okay.
My favorite wrestler of all time, by the
Oh, Fix is in.
way.
No. God damn.
He thinks he's cute, but he knows he's sexy. So
Yes. All right.
Your
So we got a couple I can snake. Yeah, right. It's not all winners. That's good. All right.
I'm going to. Kayla's vacated her seat. Oh no, she's coming back. Just in time. Look at her.
Sorry, cats, for being crazy.
Bull for cats.
Such as they do. Last one, Kayla.
Oh, my last one is NoHo Hank
Very
from
nice.
Barry.
Ooh.
Oh, I love NoHo.
Barry. It's good stuff.
Barreled.
NoHo Hanks, just a wonderful guy. My last one is Evelyn Wang from Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, played by Michelle Yeoh, the Oscar winner. Just a cool fucking arc, just a cool character. And hell yeah, she's great. Evelyn.
Sweet.
Is that
See,
it? Is that the list, or
I thought that I had done all 4 of mine, but I forgot that Eric stole one of mine, so that's what confused.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Right, I was like, why is he done? And we all have one.
Oh, we both had John Wick.
Right, we had a double. So I've been trying to now think of one.
So
You had to have a long list.
me and Kayla both we talked about some this morning, like that. You know, we already had our list, and then we kind of talked some things like, oh, would we change? One thing that came up was God. Now I'm Celine from Returnal. Came up as in conversation. Who else,
Again,
Kayla? That wasn't there.
The characters are the guns.
Yeah. I'd say in that game the characters, the environment, and
Sure,
the movement.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
the
why
dash
we
is the
pick her off.
character.
But Celine is essential. I mean, to that.
Celine's cool.
story
Celine's cool.
And her mystery and stuff. But yeah, what else did we?
I don't want to say I have a perfect grasp on Celine's story.
Me either. And that's why we were like, nah, we can't really do it because is she in space? Is she not? I don't think she is.
You know what? Fuck it.
Do it.
I'm doing She-Hulk as my final.
She was on my long
that
list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Jennifer
got it.
Walters, the
Yes.
She-Hulk.
Hell
Wonderful.
yes.
That's great. I love it. I think we ran a little long, so I feel like we can cut it there with the nominations. I'll read them off, and we can figure out in subsequent episodes what we need to. If all of these are going to be added, it'll allow Aaron and Ryan if they want to make any nominations. And we could discuss cuts and stuff in a future episode. But right now,
Sounds like we're doing a whole new bracket.
it could be. It's gonna be.
It'll be probably at least more like 50% different.
I love it.
It'll be fun.
I think so.
I love it. It'll make for a great Hall of Fame bracket in a couple years from now. So we started off by nominating the Hall of Famers for the bracket of nonsense. They are forever enshrined in Machine of Nonsense lore. That's Tony Stark. That is George Costanza, Leslie Knope, and Sirius Black. They are forever enshrined. New nominations for the bracket of nonsense refresh are Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, Zoro from One Piece, Ken from Barbie, Naru from Prey, Logan Roy from Succession, Thorfinn from Vinland Saga, Charles Xavier from X-Men, Ted Lasso from, you guessed it, Ted Lasso, John Wick from John Wick, chapters 1 through 4, Robo from Chrono Trigger, Ice King from Adventure Time, Leon S. Kennedy from mostly Resident Evil 4, Fleabag from Fleabag, Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty, Rick Dalton from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Buggy the Clown from One Piece, Shawn Michaels from the WWF, Andy, NoHo Hank from Barry, Evelyn Wang from Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk.
Hell yeah.
Really good nominations, folks. You grasp the assignment. So we'll figure out. I love having a wrestler on there. I might fight pretty hard for Shawn Michaels when it gets down to brass tacks here. But yeah.
You got God as his tag team partner, bro.
Sure. Oh, good stuff. So yeah, future episode we'll get it down and refresh the bracket, but we had a good start there. Thank you, Rick, for writing in your email. If you guys want to have an email read on this here podcast, you can do so at machineofnonsense@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. I still have some in the hopper, so if you've written and we haven't read it on the pod yet, I got maybe half a dozen left. Maybe we'll have another big old mailbag episode one of these days. Otherwise, I'll be reading them on each episode. We've got Liza P and Mortal Kombat 1 coming out in just a couple days. We're we're September 17th right now, though they both come out on the 19th.
Liza P is very good, apparently.
Eliza P is very good, and I'm not saying I drafted it right where it deserved to be drafted or anything, but you know,
You might have turned that around. I'm proud of you.
Maybe scored some points. So we'll catch up on our draft and where positioning is in our next episode. But I think that's it. I think that is episode 140 of the Machine of Nonsense. Catch us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X. The email, once again, is machineofnonsense@gmail.com. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, you can go to anchor.fm/machineofnonsense. Hit us up on social media. We'll read out anything interesting right there. DM or straight, get horny on main. Whatever.
Whoa.
We're getting out of here, and we're saying goodbye.
Bye.
Break it down.